ancestors? When did it develop? That's like saying, at what point did you tip over the sort of scale? When were we enough? When did we have enough human characteristics to be classified as humans? But it was a very gradual change.
But in the video, they're basically asking, can you give some observable evidence of a change in kind in today's time, like right now,
What do you
like
mean
right now,
kind? Oh,
Yeah.
what do you
right
mean?
now, like right now,
Well, by kind they mean like a
like not an adaptation, like a bird's beak changing, or like a different kind of fish, like a completely different species.
That's just what I said. If you classify a species, like a different species, as just having a different beak, then it changes over those few generations. If it has to be
no,
like
he's
really, really different, then it happened over thousands of generations.
yeah.
And
Exactly, but I'm asking for observable evidence now, not over thousands of
okay, we can
generations.
observe. We can. Okay, I'm getting too angry. Okay, we can observe fossils in the ground that point towards
Yeah,
something
but when are those fossils from?
a few million years ago.
Exactly, they're asking for evidence that you can observe right now, like things are happening right now.
It is happening right now. It's just happening really slowly, and you don't see evolution in your
Okay,
lifetime.
but you need observable evidence for that to
Okay,
prove
wait,
it.
can I
Okay,
say
look,
something?
look, look, look. You're using
Oh,
the term observable evidence incorrectly because the evidence that we are observing, just use those two words because this is observable evidence even if it's from a while ago. It's evidence that we're
Okay, but
observing,
he's
okay?
asking for evidence right now.
Um, yeah, but it doesn't happen on a time scale, so you're not going to get any.
But it happens slowly over time. And
can
it
I
must
say
be
That's like
something?
saying, okay, that's like saying, going into a crime scene and being like, and being the detective or the defendant of the perpetrator that you have. You say, okay, what do you have any observable evidence? And they say, yes, there are fingerprints all over. We have this guy's
Okay, that's
cigarette that he
observable, and that's
left.
like current. That wasn't from a million years
No,
ago.
no, 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 no. You're just talking about like the difference in numbers right now. Um, but it's still observable evidence, and we're talking about the difference of a few million years versus a few hours or a few days or whatever. Same thing, same exact thing. Don't tell me that just because it's a few million years old doesn't mean that we can't glean information from it. We can definitely get information from it.
That's
Like
not what I'm saying. Like, I know you
it
can
is
get
what you're saying.
information from things that are like from back then or things that happened before. But things that are happening right now, I'm
That
saying.
crime happened before. Look, after it happened, it took it takes a long time for evolution to happen, and and it's and the you
Okay,
know
you're repeating yourself now. Go ahead, say what you want. When you want to say,
Um,
Roman.
even if we don't have like complete evidence of a huge change between things, then there's enough um evidence of like small changes that it would make sense that a big change could happen. So that's why it makes sense to me.
Okay, wait,
look
repeat yourself. Like,
I mean, we might not have evidence of like totally believable evidence of a huge change, but even in the video they said that the small adaptations were true, right?
mhm.
So if a bunch of those happens, it makes sense that
that's a fair
uh,
point actually, but
an organism
even
could change.
still,
Okay, but
the
what I'm
main
saying.
point of what you're
Like even if we don't have evidence, it still makes sense more than anything else does to me.
let me try and
That's
end your let me try and
that's still kind of like, okay.
Yeah, like
I
you
know what
saw.
I know what you're saying though. Like, but in a way, that's really not what Darwin's saying in his theory. Like, that's more adaptation, even though it is a big change over time.
no, Mashi, that's adaptation and evolution. A lot of adaptations, a lot of smaller things make the bigger thing,
Yeah,
and
I'm not saying.
it's going by the theory of evolution. I mean,
I'm just saying that it seems more possible than it seems possible even if we don't have complete evidence of.
But
what will we do? Okay, wait.
there's
Here,
still
let me.
faith involved then, right?
Yeah, a
No, no,
little.
no, 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 no. There's no faith. Just
There is faith
don't.
then.
No, 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 no. There isn't. This is science.
Okay.
I believe if some
You
log, if
believe.
any,
You believe.
okay.
So there it
The
is
term
faith.
believe.
You
Wait, wait,
just
wait,
said it
wait, wait. Stop
yourself.
interrupting me, please. Wait. Okay. I want this to. I want to retain this cordial atmosphere. Okay. If the only use of the word believe that you're using there is accepting something as true. I accept it as true, but I don't believe it like a religion. Believing something like a religion is because is
accepting it
Oh,
as true.
I found it. I think that guy hacks.
It's basically the same thing.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay, let's get past the wording. What were you gonna say?
Oh god.
Is he hacking?
I think he was. I can't be sure though. He might have just been like very good. It was really suspicious because he was in a chest. He was in a chest, and I walked around a corner, and he was still in a chest while after I walked around the corner, and he started hitting me, and then he got out of the chest. So, anyway, so totally lost my train of thought. I'm using a lot of verbal pauses here because this conversation is really painful to me. I totally lost my train of thought. I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember.
You're trying to end the conversation.
No, I'm not. I just...
No, you
Oh, right,
were
okay.
trying to with whatever you were going to say.
I wasn't trying to end it. I was trying to end your little, your argument that we have no evidence. We do have evidence. It's just, you know, the most optimal, time to observe, evolution is in the past because we can view things from a long time ago. I mean, we have evidence. There's no faith involved because we're just believing the facts. We're just believing the evidence that points towards a fact. I mean, it's just.
Well, he's asking what the evidence is.
I've said there are 1,000 different things
Name
that
one.
scientists use.
Is what
Carbon
they asked.
dating.